Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 part number 44. On the last video for the recap on driving missions, Gone with the Wind is going to be doing some hard work of racing on 8 different challenges, including the 30-minute endurance at High Speed Ring. But it turns out that many attempts is going to have to try and work harder as everything what we could to do some main steps, but talk about doing a main easy step to be going semi-pro to be going forward to be on the 6th driving mission. But right now, today is the World Touring Car Championship 700 to be participate by entering to be on the GT Cafe for the next menu book. Let's go for menu book number 36, Championship World Touring Car 700. 2 tracks will be unlocked is the Fisherman's Ranch located in USA and Sardinia Windmills located in Italy. Finish in the top 3 and we're currently to be on the Nineth Championship event will be featuring with Gr.4 race car to enter the competition. So let's start and get ready to roll. This time, I'd like you to go to the World Circuits and enter the World Touring Car 700 Championship. This championship, as its name suggests, is for cars of up to 700 performance points. Opponent cars you'll face here belong mostly to the Gr.4 class. Make sure to choose a competitive car or build one through tuning. Your goal is to finish in the top 3. Good luck. I'll be rooting for you. Sounds very good, and this time a cutscene by having a music as you may ever heard from Gran Turismo 6 announcement trailer. But I can't wait to see how it turns out because the next stage is going to be going enter from the road car into a race car category to be entered to be on the Gr.4 stage. This is an awesome cutscene, viewers. I cannot believe it. This is going to be so amazing. Now, the time has come, viewers. The race will have to go for the 9th championship to be entered. Will have to go on the way. But in the meantime, because choosing any kinds of favorite Gr.4 race car will be participate in 3 rounds, is going to be eligibility to be entered by using the National 8 license will be required to enter. After the World Touring Car 600 to be on the road car, but now we're entered to be on the racing category stage to be entered onto the Gr.4 class. So let's take a good look, read the details. This race series for 700 PP class vehicles brings together the world's fastest GT cars from over the years. So starting out in race number 1 is Trial Mountain Circuit located in America. Race number 2 located in Spain, Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya Grand Prix layout, and for the final round located in Germany, Nürburgring 24-hour track. 5 laps on 2 courses and 1 lap for the Nürburgring. So gonna have to get ready and choose a different Gr.4 car is now at the ready. But it also depends that choosing road cars might be very optional will be eligibility to be entered. So it's just gonna have to go with regulation to be put up onto the manufacturer brand. Go with Chevrolet. choosing with my Corvette C7 Gr.4 with 3 types of UTRS InSportec livery. The white one is going standard original, blue for alternate, and the Grand Sport variant. So which kinds of my good liveries am I gonna have to go with? But talking about having a blue color and white base color variation to be put up to have some very good unique specifications. But anyway, I might rather to go with a Grand Sport version on the Corvette C7 Gr.4 with the UTRS InSportec livery. But that's right, gonna have to make sure to have the race shop will be available to be needed to have all kinds of tire compound to be labeled onto the racing category. All set and good to go. GT Cup to be on Gr.4 settings, we'll have to switch back on to default on to number 1 setting sheet. Gonna have to pack up and put up with some fine parts to be installed. Okay, looks like supercharger is what I need to do some required parts. But don't worry, I've already got the racing soft tires to be well equipped and required to be used on the manufacturer's cup. So let's go and take on race number 1 in the World Touring Car 700. But there's also to have a pre-race music with Ride of the Valkyries remix, as you may ever heard from the World Touring Car 600. But talking about having a very good fine music to be well heard for having a copyright claim music, but it will have to do much fine to be well respectable during this part of the content video. Talking about having a 1 hour video segment is going to have to take longer it takes. So I have to get ready and go for the trial mount circuit in 5 laps. I'm so very pumped up, you guys. Take place to be on the evening. Alright. Looks like this is where the competition is beginning. Alright. So now we have 4 Gran Turismo competitors on the interaction. So let's have a good check on Coque Lopez. At last, I'll be driving a BMW race car. My father, who passed away when I was 14, used to drive a BMW, and I've been a fan ever since. I wonder if he'll be watching over me today. Your father is gonna make you feel proud, Coque Lopez. I bet he really got a good courage and a good heart on you. Now for Yamanaka, I'm going to be driving a Supra race car. I've always been a Toyota fan, so this is a big deal for me. Good luck, Yamanaka. Your GR Supra GT4 is going to be well mint condition. Now for Magano. I'm from Italy, which is famous for its scenery, culture, art, and food. It's a country that's really blessed. Some say this is why people who live in Italy don't travel abroad so much. They have everything they need right at home. I hope you get all the chances to visit one day. Sounds very good, but I can't wait to see how a different look on Autodromo National Monza and other racing course is going to be quite very cool to be well heritage around in Italy, along with Rome, because it is also to be as a fine historical tradition. Now for Sugawara on to the 4th interaction before the race begin. The Cayman GT4 has a slightly smaller body than the 911, and I like its traditional mid-engine layout. There's a really direct feel to the way it drives. A Porsche will never let its driver down. That's correct, Sugawara. I hope Porsche really want you to do your best. So many Gr.4 cars to take action. Now we have some very good, excellent GT Sport cars to be joined in, and Suzuki Swift Sport Gr.4 and Genesis is now entered to be joined onto the standings. So here I go and take on for having a rolling start to be in the forward course. Just like Trial Mountain Cup like last time from the way back, Now, it's going to be a very tough official to go competitive and go straight forwards. So let's get it on and get prepared. Okay, looks like gonna have to keep driving. Aston Martin V8 Vantage Gr.4 has overtaken onto the 20th place. Genesis G70 Gr.4 is now entered on position number 18. Moving on to take turn 4 at the first tunnel. Pull the brakes, stay on the track, going well competitive. That's more like it. Looks like M. Big Ellen is now on to the number 17 position. Gonna have to take the right side and go for the left turn overtake at number 8. There's S. Bishop in position 16. Okay, looks like he's here as well. That should be very interesting. Kawakami is here in the Lexus RCF Gr.4. Gonna have to dive in and take turn 9. Sector 3, here I go, and gonna have to take the brake on to turn number 12. Okay, T. Sugawara is now entered onto the 13. Gonna have to keep up and go forward to be on the main pace. But it'll have to take more time to have some increased performance point range to need to have some tuning work. Talking about with some tune cars will be entered to take the competitive challenge with a Gr.4 race car. But it turns out to become much mixed class battle for only one car versus 19 Gr.4 race car to be able to be on the track. Talking about having a custom race from Gran Turismo Sport, but here in Gran Turismo 7, it takes many few attempts to have some different cars. By putting up a multi-class is going to be putting up with some new ways and new challenges by the opportunities. So here's my lap time at the end of lap number 1, 2 minutes, 1.171 seconds. Come on, just gonna have to take turn 5. Looks like R. Haywood is here in the Lamborghini Huracan Gr.4. Come on, Coque Lopez. Gonna have to keep going forward, so I'm in the way and going well clean by just a certain amount of gap. That's more like it. Still got a lot of good racing spirit to be well paced up for Team Insportec. On to position 8. 7 more Gr.4 cars to go. Well, it turns out that it's going to be on the morning time condition in Trial Mountain Circuit. Talk about having a perfect time depends on to do some exact environment. It's going to be putting up with some shaded effect. But there goes the Suzuki Swift Sport Gr.4 coming down onto the 13. G. Magano in the Mitsubishi Land Evo Gr.4 is now entered in position 6. Gonna have to squeeze in. Take number 14 to be at the first part of the chicane. Stationary and gonna have to keep on track. Splendid work. Now, next up, Mikhail Isao in the Subaru WRX Gr.4. There he is right now. Gonna have to kick up and build up the slipstream on to lap number 3. Here comes Daniel Soares in the Alfa Romeo 4C Gr.4 car. Okay, gonna have to stay on it and go for the main pace. Our Kokubun in the Mazda Intensa Gr.4 with a red colored variation. Splendid work. Go keep on racing, going clean, and stay focused by entered in the second sector. So looks like Basilio Gallo on the Honda NSX Gr.4 is here. Looks like he is currently on to the number 2 spot. Come on, gonna have to keep up and stay well paced up onto the acceleration. Going down after coming out onto tunnel number 3. Pull the brake. And there you go. 3.4 seconds to go to T Yamanaka, folks. But I can't wait if I could probably have to win this race at any time. Talk about Corvette versus Supra to take the battle for first place. But I'm always going to have to be a quick learner and quick racing strategy to do this part of the full walkthrough. Okay, looks like T Yamanaka is doing perfectly onto turn 14 and 15, so here I come and go pace up on the acceleration. Feels so awesome, and moving on to take the lead. Marvelous, clean racing technique. But there goes my current lap time, folks. 2 minutes with a decimal of 0.009 seconds. Talking about having an under 2 minute time, but it is going to be quite going decimal to be checked up to see it. So let's stay on going stronger and keep it up onto the main pace. Come on, you're just gonna have to keep trying and gonna have to take turn 8, pull the brake, do the inside, entering tunnel number 3. Just gonna have to hold it in. Alright, very good. Now gonna have to move on in sector 3 to beat my lap time to go update. It's so great to be entered to be on the World Touring Car 700 to be on the Gr.4 class. But I kinda like it because first time ever to be as the official championship event to be on the campaign mode. But I've already did everything to be quite very challenging to be participate in the Manufacturers Cup. But talking about the perfect time to be on the high speed ring before on Saturday after Nations Cup from Friday. But I know this is going to be quite very excellent to have 2 events ever since we have finished 4 championship events to be part of the 3-day weekend. But I know it takes a whole lot of longer delays for having 4 important championship events, but there's also to have one important issue. I have spotted with some few skipping parts to be having some slight mistake, but it turns out that during the main part of the gameplay, so I should probably have to carry over to be on the replay instead. But it takes a few attempts and go well perfection during this part of the racing announcer's speech is going to be doing some racing moments during the part of the main highlights. But I know this is going to be quite doing some much more talented and well experienced to see how Gran Turismo racers did their best after doing the first round in the Trial Mountain circuit. But it was a lot of fun to be on the Group 3 class for the very first time to be at the official online tournament. But after all, having a second chance, we'll have to do much more perfectly to be as a YouTuber that we might have to go again to do some replay as well. But talking about having a perfect time to be on lap number 5, we'll have to go for the checker flag finish. So let's keep going down and press up onto the next turn in number 13. Decelerate and re-accelerate to go down the hill. Come on, just gonna have to keep up the pace. Looks like my Total Drama OCs are waiting for me to take on for the checker flag at the podium. So let's go right at it and go push up to be on the pace. Alright, looks like first place is job well done on race number 1. Talking about having a piece of cake moment to have my Corvette C7 Gr.4 with the Grand Sport variation is doing a main spotlight. But that's not all, because 10 minutes is doing some fine perfect effort out there. We'll have to keep up and go well surveillance to be on the recording time by exactly 60 minutes, and that means 1 hour. Here's my fastest lap on lap number 5, viewers. 1 minute 58.561 seconds. Good race, good job, and solid fine salt racing performance. Good job to have 120,000 credits. So here are the standings at the end of round 1. 12 points that I just received, so I'm in the lead. T. Yamanaka is now currently on to position 2. Baulio Gallo in 3rd place. P. Blason in 4th. R. Haywood is in 5th place by receiving 6 points. Many Gran Turismo players did a pretty good job to be on the first round, and also to have several opponents who did not receive any points to be ended up on to 0. But 6 of them might be trying to keep up and go focused to be on the next round. Okay, looks like 120,000 credits. Okay, 120,000 credits by having a perfect clean race by added up with 50% plus to be as an added bonus. That should be doing a perfect time to go farming work, going up or having today's daily work ever since I've been working so hard to be on different activities, such as the Crew 2 to be using on the Live Summit event. I'm still working on it to be currently. But now, replay time to be on the thumbnail image. Let's go and do some more patient time to be having this part of the replay. So show me some perfect racing spotlight. Okay, that's one over here. Gonna have to find a perfect scene by adding up with some more cars. So be very patient. Okay, looks like that might should do the perfect trick on the thumbnail image. Talking about having a perfect snapshot to be on the tunnels. So here's the perfect replay to be checked. Now, moving on to take the next race in World Touring Car Championship 700. Up to Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya in the Grand Prix track layout. But of course, it's going to be much more fine competitive racing moments when you're using a real car to be eligible to be participate after finish the trial mount circuit in race number 1. On to race number 2 is going to be very challenging to go for the Grand Prix track to be heading up from America to Spain in the European regions. So let's get ready to go, and gonna have to get everything started out to be on the spotlight. Mostly, some other Gran Turismo players are being welcomed to be joining session to be on the pre-race. So let's proceed. So looks like Gallo, Soros, Potilla, and Kawakami is now arrived for the interaction. I'll be competing in a Honda. I really like the sharp sound of Honda's VTEC engine. When the revs start getting higher and the cam switches, it's sweet music to my ears. Sounds very good to be enjoyed listening to the sound of the music, Baulio Gallo. Now for Daniel Soros. Alfa Romeo is a well-known name in motorsport history. I love the 155, which competed in the DTM, also known as the German Touring Car Masters. Exactly indeed, because the 155 is a DTM touring car to be raced up to be on the German motorsport event. Now for Portilla. I like playing the electric guitar and expressing myself by writing songs. What music do I usually listen to? Heavy metal. Yeah, looks like heavy metal. So talking about having some different kind of heavy metal, maybe just gonna have to listen to Metallica or any kinds of different heavy metal music made by other rock and roll music. Now for Kawakami. Hello there. I'm Katana Kawakami. I've been playing Gran Turismo since when I was a child. And in the 2018, I managed to win the Manufacturers Series for Team Lexus. I currently work as an engineer for a car manufacturer. It's so proud to be honored to be racing with you, Kawakami. You and your Lexus RCF Gr.4 is going to be a very good, excellent competitive challenge with my Corvette C7 Gr.4 with UTRS InSportec livery. Well, talking about music, I almost forgot about having some sound volume to be turned up onto the race BGM. Okay, there you go. Looks like I'm all set and good to go. Time to race and feel the music. Now let's go for the rolling start and get myself prepared to take a 5-lap challenge before we proceed onto the final round at the Nürburgring for the 24-hour track. Let's get it on in 3 seconds, and here I go. Yeah, looks like this is going to be quite very good to turn the music on. Let's go overtake and strategize to be on the way. Okay, there's S. Bishop in the Ferrari 458 Italia Gr.4. Gonna have to move on and go overtake. Okay, first sector. Now dive in on to sector number 2. Strategize and well competitive to have all kinds of different skills and methods. Okay, Katana Kawakami in the Lexus RCF Gr.4 is here. Gonna have to make one good clean overtake when he's in the way. Very good. Strategize to be well achieved. Hold the brake onto the next turn. Very sharp roll and challenging to be entered onto the compact layout. Let's keep pushing on the edge. Pull the brake onto the hairpin in sector 3. Okay, looks like Portilla in the Dodge Viper Gr.4 from Chile is now currently in number 12. So let's give this a warm welcome for Team UTRS InSportec to have a super pace of the InSportec skill set. We'll have to do some concentration. There you go. All about doing some stock racing skills is going to be doing fine well. Lap number 2 is on the way, so 3 more to go. I still barely got this and go ace that course. Okay, looks like R. Haywood in the Lamborghini Huracan Gr.4 in the blue color. Gonna have to take the left side, go outside, and going in. Splendid work. Now for Kebbelham. Much very good, much to be pleased, and doing a concentrated Gran Turismo racer to be well achieved. So here's the next turn. Gonna have to stick it onto the apex to be on the roll. Pagano in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Gr.4 is now entered on position number 8. Patrick Lauzon and Koke Lopez in the BMW M4 Gr.4 category is now going to have to take that braking position. So here it comes. Oh man, that was so close. Talk about almost lose my grip to be end up onto the spin out. So here we go. Let's see how the student can actually challenge him with some licensed test mentors. One BMW M4 being overtaken, drop on to 7th place. 6th place for Mikhail Gisal in the Subaru WRX Gr.4. Splendid work. Now entered to be on the halfway mark, viewers. 2 more to go. 4 cars left standing to be on the track. Let's be precise and gonna have to go concentration. Alright, very good. Looks like Braulio Gallo is going defense, so I'm about to go offense to break through, clean pass, and going in to catch up to Kokubun in position number 2. So now it's time to go for another round. Chevy Corvette C7 Gr.4 Team UTRS Insportec versus T Yamanaka in the Toyota GR Supra GT4 race car. Will do another round since the trial mount circuit. But I bet I could probably have to win this race for the second time. Going in smoothly. Find my line and go well competitive. Talking about having my lap time update is doing well perfection. Okay, he's stopping in. Gonna have to slow down and let him pass. Alright, splendid. Now gonna have to go for lap number 4. Just like Schwarzlog League for having a German event, but now Gr.4 race car will be stepped in to be entered onto the World Touring Car 700s. So let's pack up and go hard defense. T Yamanaka is about to go challenging up to pat myself to be well paced to break through. But I'll have to take plenty more skills on every corners in Barcelona in the Catalunya track Grand Prix. So let's keep it modest and go well, enter in. Alright, that should do it. Much more fine working effort to be increased onto the gap. All that basic training barely pays off. Okay, keep going and keep it steady on the pedal, on the brake. Regain control onto the hairpin. Looks like the fans are cheering for Team UTRS Insportec to take the lead. That's right. That's what my Total Drama OCs really love to see, how my driving skills is going to be well competitive to be part onto this full walkthrough. So let's take it and go quicker to be on the final lap. Let's take turn 1, coming in, and gonna have to go out onto turn number 2. Proper standings, make some fine performance to do some more experience to be on the track. But talking about planning to have a full walkthrough to be filled out and go collective to be on 100 content videos. Well, I know I've been still working on it because doing some best interest and creative ideas to have all kinds of new ways and new parts to have this new vehicles to be on the latest update. So let's keep up the pace. Now I'm gonna have to go and take the next turn after leaving the school circuit layout. On the way we go. Splendid work, and gonna have to stay on track. In about a few more turns to go, the final stretch onto the final corner is going to be doing one last chance for Team Insportec to take the win. But it takes a matter of concentration to have the soft racing compound tires is going to be well packed up to be going smoother to be on the upper hand. But whenever it depends to be using on each different kinds of 3 racing compound tires, we'll have to go hard and go a game to be extreme advanced. But there you have it. Race number 2 for the 5-lap challenge is complete. First place and excellent job well done. Solid fine work. Total time of racing is 9 minutes 38.246 seconds, along with my fastest lap time 1 minute 55.205 seconds in lap number 3. Race well done, and another 120,000 credits to be extra to be added with 50%. Excellent fine standings at the end of round 2. Currently to stay in 24 points to be in the lead. Much more to be impressed, so looks like on to the last check to see updated. Looks like Patrick Lasson is now moving up onto position number 4. Our Kokobun has now ended up to be in 5th place by receiving 10 points. 7 points to be earned in round 2 is doing some fine, excellent, efficient performance. And also for the others, did not receive any point as well. But they'll have to try harder next time to be on the next round to be at race number 3. Okay, collect some earnings, and there you go. 4-star roulette ticket to be as usual. But not to mention, because I'm always due some 4-star roulette ticket to be on the silver spot. So let's give myself a perfect moment to be on the replay. So let's see how my perfect thumbnail spotlight is going to be look like. All I ever seen to have a perfect racing moment. Okay, looks like that might have to take one try, so it'll have to take plenty more attempts during this part of the replay. But it'll have to do much fine to have this replay thumbnail to be shown above. So that's better. So save a replay, and we're heading up to the Nürburgring 24-hour track for the final race, viewers. I'm so ready to go and go challenging and take one lap. It all comes down to this, to have one last chance to do the final round in the World Touring Car 700. Nürburgring 24-hour track with the Nordschnee Ilpe and the Grand Prix track layout. It's all about test your skills and challenge yourselves to go up to be entered into the top 3 position. So gonna have to be patient until the loading times will have to be prepared. This condition is going to be set to be on daytime, depends on the weather forecast. Bright and sunny day, just like having a very good bright morning time for all of us. Alright, looks like Kyle Hisal, Keppelham, Tapai, and Bishop. So from the soft into racing medium. Calculating performance, so that should be doing much fine. The Nürburgring is located in the country where I live, so I have to do my best to represent. It feels great to be driving one of my beloved Subaru race cars. Sure does, Mikhail Hisao. Do your best and represent your country to race at the Nürburgring. Now for Kevohem. The 86 will always be the best. Even as a race car, I'll do everything I can to finish in first place. Alright. Best luck to all of you, Kevohem. I know this is going to be your perfect chance to go for position number 1 to be at the top 3. Now for Tapai. I like wet condition when the tires don't grip as well. That's why I'm hoping for rain. Racing in the wet is a lot of fun. It sure does. Whenever it depends on the forecast, will be changed up from daytime to the rain. Now for Bishop. Hey there, I'm Simon Bishop. I was a kid when Michael Schumacher dominated F1 in his Ferrari. I've been a big Ferrari fan ever since. This track actually has a corner named after Schumacher, so I better make sure I do him justice. Good to be here on board, Simon Bishop. I bet racing on the Ferrari 458 Italia Gr.4 is perfectly good for you. Now let's race. This is going to be the perfect final challenge at the end of the World Touring Car 700 viewers. One lap and take the risk and go harder to go right at it. The cutscene is going to be much more dramatic to have this fine rolling start before proceeding on to the final championship event. Let's go and dominate the Nürburgring for the final round. Oh boy, looks like that might be having a trouble. I had to be very more careful because that might have a tougher risk. That was so close, viewers. I cannot believe it. This race is going to be very much more intense to see how the first turn on to number 2 at the corner is going to be very difficult and challenging when a trouble Gr.4 race car is stopping in to be at a short amount of time. But good thing I survived. I know the perfect strategy thanks to the radar to be in case. So let's keep going and proceed on to the second sector to be onward in sector 3. Going overtake on the Corvette C7 Gr.4, white color variation. Now moving on in 15th place, folks. Alright, now gonna have to take that approach onto the chicane before exit at the Grand Prix track before entering at the Northern Ilpe. So better get ready. This race might have to get the show on the track. So let's dive in and enter the Northern Ilpe. Proceed onto the next sector, so gonna have to keep up and go overtake on the Lexus RCF Gr.4 driven by Kawakami. Splendid work. Now, next up, Sugawara in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sports. Okay, looks like Tapai is in 12th place with the Ford Mustang Gr.4. Pull the brake. Wait one car to enter to proceed. Keep it careful. Come on, just gonna have to keep much more one short circuit to be on the corner track. Dodge Viper Group 4 overtake driven by Ed Portola. Come on, just gonna have to take that turn and go directly to be on the brake zone. So, looks like just gonna have to go for having a halfway there to be marked up to be on the half of the track in the Nürburgring, folks. But currently to be on number 11 to be at the current spot at the place. So looks like Caboham is in 10th place. Gonna have to catch up to him while catching up to Haywood in the Lamborghini Huracan Group 4. So it does happen that each kinds of racing strategy between the Grand Prix and the National Ilve and the Nürburgring is testing out to see how Group 4 race cars can actually have to go competitive. Just like Group 3, since we have participated in the Manufacturers' Cup from last time. But it turns out that daytime might have to do some bright condition is going to be quite going clear for having a forecast. So there's no rain at this time. That's good news. So we might have to go continue on for having an ordinary, competitive, bright and sunny day race players. For mostly other experts who are really good to be at the rain condition is going to be well packed up to be using with the racing rain tires. So let's dive in. Going braking position to be at the next corner. Going overtake after Lamborghini. Mitsubishi Evolution Final Edition Group 4 has been overtaken, dropped down onto 9th place. Coque Lopez in the BMW M4. Let's step it up and going up the hill. Okay, looks like he's going defense. Gonna have to switch up and go offense. Six more cars to go. Now I still got this on the run. Okay, Patrick Basson in Suzuki Switch Sport Group 4 is now going in for the side-by-side along with Mikhail Gisal in the Subaru WRX Group 4. Looks like Suzuki overtakes and Subaru goes behind in position 6. So let's go super pace for the UTRS InSportTech driving skill at the go. Three Group 4 race car by entered in the next sector to go for the lineup until the carousel. Just gonna have to challenge myself to be ready. So let's be patient, go competent, and gonna have to go well precise to have one Group 4 race car at a time. Looks like Baulio Gallo knows the carousel. He did pretty good. Very good. Splendid work. Team InSportTech knows the strategy to racing up with some competitive Gran Turismo racers. Take that right corner to be at the next turn. 3 more to go. Looks like Daniel Soares is now moving on in position 3. Team Alfa Romeo is now currently to be at the bronze spot, along with Mazda and Toyota to be added. Gonna have to hurry up. Gonna have to keep up racing and go clean. Now pull the brake. Be very more gentle and do the inside to have the outside to be on the next turn. Okay. Still got it. But I'm doing fine. Okay, Mazda and Toyota. T Yamanaka and R Kokubun. Talking about having a one chance of a final showdown is going to have to go proceed forward to be at the full straightaway. So let's make sure to have my challenge to get everything set up and be at the ready. Let's start with Mazda first and Toyota in second. There goes the flower bed corner, so gonna have to step up and go inside. Here it comes, Team Yamanaka. Team InSportTech is now on the scene. First place, here I come. Well, absolutely, that might have to give a clear advantage to be doing a tough risk. So I have to keep it much more careful in future championship events. So now, going full straightaway as I make my speed to go up. 164 miles per hour to be currently onto the 6th gear, so now it's 163. There we go. Gonna have to climb up and going downhill to be proceed on to the next and final sector. Okay, here it comes. Make my way and go for a long final stretch to exit the Notionet Hill Bay and go layout. Yes, looks like I did it. First place, all done. Now that's what I call a very fine Gr.4 racing competition. Good job. Very excellent, good job indeed. Well, there's no need to have a good check on the lap time to be practiced, but here it is. 9 minutes 16.434 seconds is doing a fine racing well done to be completed on race number 3 in World Touring Car 700. I'm so very good job to feel proud of myself, but talking about having a daring risk and almost to have one further chances to take the chance on clean racing. But it will have to end up by 80,000 credits to be regularly. So now, 3 rounds complete by receiving 12 points. 36 points to be as a total is doing a fine racing highlight of the week. Good job, very good job, and much more impressed to be remarkable. Good thing having a towel to keep my eyes up to be well sweating up. Looks like the tears just gonna have to be much more having some increased sweat. But it was a good race, viewers. What a very good, excellent, competitive race. So now, I have finally completed to be as a number 1 overall to be as a gold trophy of the World Touring Car 700 to be received with 150,000 credits as an overall ranking bonus. Very fine work. Much more impressed to have 3 Ferrari cars to be featured. There is also to have 2 types of gold and 1 silver. Gonna have to choose a car by the choice. If I could probably have to go with a 458 Italia or F340 is gonna be doing a fine, excellent. And I have to believe in myself. Just choose a perfect card. Choose a perfect card that has 2 types of gold. Alright, looks like I just finally got it. The Ferrari F430 2006. That's gonna be my best excellent pick, you guys. But look at this. Perfect color in red. Gift card received and registered to the card index. That's the spirit. Good thing closing my eyes just really made a very good trusted by choosing 1 card. Now, gonna have to go for the replay to have the perfect thumbnail image. But I'll make sure to have a good look after this. Okay, there's the part right over here until turn number 1 comes in. Looks like Genesis and Ferrari just took a contact by the hit at the barrier. Good thing I survived. Now gonna have to go proceed to be on the perfect thumbnail. It'll have to take much more perfect to be checked indeed. Great race, 3 replay complete, and doing a main highlight to have this full part of the walkthrough is doing a fine, perfect job, well done. But as you may ever notice, because this part of the video is always contained to have over 1 hour. But whenever happens to have a break time when you're going to have to watch for only 10 to 20 minutes. Championship list. Same trophy as last time, just like Asia Oceania Championship, European Championship, and Pan American Championship. They have a different kind of a trophy. But also depends on the different title as a 700. So let's go back to the GT Cafe and have this very good fine trophy that Luca is going to be so amazed and proud for myself. Excellent work. You won the World Touring Car 700. I have your reward ready to collect. Take it, you earn it. Sounds sweet. 2 rally course has been unlocked. Fisherman's Ranch USA has now available in the World Circuits, and Sardegna Windmills, located in Italy. So now, after having menu book number 36 in the World Touring Car 700 Championship, we're going in to take on with 3 Group B rally cars for the next collection. Talking about having some racing car spec versions to have different kinds of opportunity to be in the game. But it's going to be quite very excellent and awesome to have the next collection. We'll be doing some rally cars to be part on number 37. So let's review on the trophy to have a very good look. Same thing as the World Touring Car 600, but also to have a title to be put up to have a nice shine golden trophy. Trophy commemorates your victory at the World Touring Car 700. It was a guaranteed international race, and your incredible performance really made it an event to remembered. Sure does indeed, Luca. A competitive event will always make it to remembered. Now let's have a good look for a preview before the next walkthrough. Alright, this looks very much excellent to be interested. The Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2 1986, Audi Sport Quattro S1 Pikes Peak 87, and the Ford Focus Group B rally car. 2 classic and modern rally cars are about to be having some very good excellent to take on in dirt events. But I can't wait to get these 3 cars will be acquired before later on to be in the next full walkthrough of the video. But in the meantime, because having a very good competitive race to be participate in the World Touring Car 700, but it's all about doing some fine clean racing competitives, including the Nürburgring 24-hour track layout. So let's go down to the sport mode to have a very good received notification after participate in the time trial event at the Red Bull Ring for the Nissan Skyline Super Seule Group 5 84. Alright, looks like current record to be at 13,028 place to be received in 2 million credits. So let's add this up and going in to be on my current balance. Excellent. Just to be on the lookout, viewers, so we have 3 championship events are now still available for round 2 in season 2 of the Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup, along with Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup will be scheduled to be on August 28, 2022 for the final race. But I can't wait to see how 3 championship events is going to have to get closer while season 2 is now currently to be in progress. So now, gonna have to get ready to wrap this up before at the end of the video. And this time, no roulette ticket at this very moment, so I have to keep filling out to have some more tickets up to 30. So I have to keep an eye out until the expiration date will have to be expired. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.